The first 12 years of my life, I grew up in Oklahoma, actually Oklahoma City, but we've always had property in rural Oklahoma, actually southeastern Oklahoma. But right now, we just landed today in Tulsa, and we're visiting my Aunt Dorothy and Uncle Don. My Aunt Dorothy is my mom's youngest sister, and we're here to say goodbye to my mom and dad. So I just wanted to show how beautiful. I don't think people really understand how beautiful Oklahoma is. And so on this trip, we're going to see a lot of beautiful countryside. This is near Tulsa, not about 30 minutes outside of Tulsa. And just look how beautiful it is here. And Dorothy and Don have a little ranch, and they have raised cattle here over the years.
This area is not only known for cattle ranching, but it is also the territory of the Osage and the Cherokee Indians, as well as being rich in petroleum products. The next morning, we headed to Pawhuska, the home of the Pioneer Woman and the Pioneer Woman's Mercantile, where we had an amazing breakfast and did a little shopping.
All right, we are going into the Mercantile, and
We're gonna have some breakfast.
you are excited,
Yeah,
yeah.
fun.
All right.
The restaurant was beautifully decorated. We were very impressed. And the gift shop was lots of fun. There was clothing and all kinds of kitchen goods and fun things to look at.
Look at
We're hungry.
the cool chandeliers up there too.
Look at this right here.
It's like a paper plate. It's funny.
And it's just plastic.
Yeah, I see
The
that.
Pioneer Woman. I don't know how we get it home.
My dad always told the story about the old red, the little toy. He wanted a red toy truck, and then they had the big Christmas production, and the angels accidentally burnt the school down, and his gift went with it.
Oh boy, here you go, sweetie. How to be a cowboy.
Here's my Pioneer Woman
mugs that
extra hot mocha and Blair's pretty latte.
Yeah.
Really good.
Their farmer's breakfast and the biscuits and gravy breakfast. Go ahead, Dorothy, take a bite.
All right.
Y'all can fill up your coffee in 1 sec.
There's Blair's healthy scramble with some. Ooh, you even got can I have a bite of your potato? Just one of your potatoes. This is my sausage and my crunchy French toast.
You were right to get here early because people are filing in. Oh, this is the Pioneer Woman boarding house.
Ah, this is it. Thank you, sir. Hello. Just came in to see. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. So that's the Triangle building in the cute little town of Pawhuska. There's a lot of construction going on right now. And then here's some more of the Pioneer Woman Mercantile.
After leaving Pawhuska, we continued on a driving tour, and we saw where Don's son and his wife are building a ranch.
Here.
Jerry and Barb's operation, their personal operation, and they put these feed troughs in on each side so that they could just drive down the middle and put the feed in for the cows.
And drop
And look at them all
both sides. Try to get in a little closer. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's really okay. I promise. It's okay.
Okay, here's Uncle Don's feeding operation for what he used to use for his cows. Now his son, I guess, uses this pasture.
Yeah, and apparently he has 80 acres out here.
Yeah.
And 40 acres at the home.
And we're going to go take a little, Blair's going to run down the road here, and I'm going to take a little walk.
All right.
Have a good run, honey.
Thanks, my dear.
Got my cool hat that I ordered from Australia that you can totally scrunch it up and pack it and reshape it. And it seems to be working really good, nice and lightweight and adjustable brim. These beautiful homes on this beautiful tree-lined street is in the small city of Bartlesville, where Phillips Petroleum was first headquartered. My Uncle Don spent his career working for Phillips Petroleum, and my Aunt Dorothy was a school teacher. This impressive building was one of the ones that my uncle was involved in helping to build for Phillips Petroleum. I've always thought the city of Bartlesville was very picturesque. All over the city you find these painted buffaloes with different themes. This small skyscraper was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. There's not a single right angle in the building and all the rooms are triangle. Hey, yeah. Welcome back to Oklahoma. It's been a while.
U.S. Cansado.
Good to see ya.
Good to see you. Video.
So we are on the property owned by our family that my dad and mom acquired over the years. It's almost 400 acres, and we've got a realtor with us. We're just checking it out. So this is the, so this would be, what direction are we walking right now? Are we walking west? So this is the west end of the property. Joe McAllister, owner of J Mac Realty in Wilburton, Oklahoma, joined us for a tour of the property. My parents purchased the property over the years with the intention of moving there when they retired and having their own ranch and giving back to a community that they loved. But he had just retired. He'd actually bought cows, put them on the land, and was fixing the house up in California to sell and ready to move here when he passed away. And my mom was going to work a little bit longer, and then they were going to move here. And so we felt a little bad, you know, that he didn't get to live that dream. But in Sunday school, in his Bible study class in California, the teacher had asked him, okay, if a bus pulled up outside the building here and said it was bound for heaven, who would get on it? And he shot his hand up first. Exactly. So I think he just really had that heart for the people that had gone before him, and you know, glad to see them. And
well, that's true. If you're a believer, then
yeah,
you know, just like Paul says, it says that death is not something to be feared.
It's the reward, actually.
Yep.
It's just, it's hard to for us to imagine, but.
Yeah.
Both of our parents grew up in this part of the country to hardworking parents that didn't have a lot of financial means. My mom was one of 6 children, and my dad was one of 5 children. My mother's father was a local minister, and my dad was raised by a single mother who worked really hard.
In the California breeze, have you reached a place where redwoods meet the sea?
Our parents also worked very hard. Our father was a civil service mechanic for the Air Force, and our mother, after raising us for several years, became a hairstylist.
When the heather's blooming on the mountainside,
Yeah, so here's where the old house was. Yeah, I guess that was called the Lamar house according to Beth. So yeah, where they were going to build would have been probably right down in there somewhere, I guess. So yeah, and then my dad, when he came back here before he passed away after he retired, he would actually camp in this house. It didn't have windows or doors, and he'd camp in this house. So
Yeah, this was the old house.
this is where the Lamar house was. That was one of the houses. And then the other house you've seen down by the road, that was, I can't remember what their name was, but that was the first piece of property we bought with that house down by the road. And a creek runs right past it. It was really magical as a kid.
Pond right there.
Oh, see, I didn't know about this pond. I don't think. That's a big one.
Yeah. You said there was 2 or 3, right?
Well, I knew of 2,
Yeah, I figured it looks like there's a couple.
but I'm not sure I've been this far west, except just right over here oh, there's another foundation.
Yeah, looks like it's broken up though.
Yeah, that might have been the house instead, but I think it was back there. And you know what these are, right, Wesley? Those kind of cage-like things?
What?
You know what those are, right?
No.
Remember, those are the hay rings. Remember Uncle Don let you drive, I think he let you drive the tractor, and I don't know if he had you put a bale of hay in there or not. I know he had me do that one time.
Yeah, I don't think you had to do that. Oh, I see something.
You see the fish
I
jumping?
saw ripples, yeah.
Okay.
Big enough to be hopefully.
Wesley's never fished with a cane pole.
Oh, really?
I was telling him how we fished with
Sounds fun.
cane poles when I was a kid.
I used to do that too.
That's kind of how they start you out.
Oh yeah, you grasshoppers. Crash. Yep.
You can tell it was really muddy, and the cows were probably down here when it was really muddy.
So I guess during a normal year it'd be even a little bit fuller, huh?
Look at that. That's
yeah,
pretty.
it's been dry. We've got some right over here.
Yeah.
I thought we just go along the edge of this clearing. It's gonna be right up here.
And my son was asking what these yellow things are here.
That's the liquid feed for cattle. They put molasses in that,
Oh, okay.
and then they lick on these wheels right here.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe it was like a salt thing, but it's a liquid. Okay.
Yeah, they lick on
Okay.
that, and then it gives them protein supplements and stuff.
So this is where we always walked.
Yeah.
You know, once in a while my dad would want to go up in the hills there and walk, but mostly we walked here.
There's the pond.
Oh, okay, yeah. And there is the old barn. Now there was another old barn this way, but I guess it got torn down.
Is that the one we walked by there? It was on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
yeah.
it. Yeah, my dad built that. There was an old Oldsmobile in this barn, and then another one, one of those old blue and white 1950 something Oldsmobiles. And we drove one of those Oldsmobiles when we were kids, and my mom drove it. And my uncle that lives down in near Bartlesville, he actually took one of them, the one that we had driven, and he restored it, made it beautiful.
Yeah. I love looking around these old places. They're just, when they leave stuff around. And
Yeah. You can go up the bank here.
What the people were doing when they came here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if there's any water in here.
Yeah, it looks like there is.
This is where we would always fish as kids. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. It's not as full as it's been, but it's got water in it.
If people knew about it, they'd probably want to take their senior pictures and stuff and find out.
That is so true. That's where it was kind of like glamping for us. That's where my parents would sleep in that screened-in porch, and then we slept in the bedroom in the front. And I don't think there was a bathroom. I think we had
Go outside.
we had an outhouse somewhere.
Yep, I'm sure.
But we rarely did it. We mostly just stayed at Grandma's house because she had she didn't have indoor plumbing until I was about 13. But yeah. And we're not predators.
That's a big old cow there.
That is a really big cow. Are you the queen of the cows here?
I mentioned earlier that my mother's father had been a local minister. Many of the family continued to attend the church that he preached at after his death. And years later, my mom donated 2 acres so that they could build this new building. Because it was built on the land that my father loved, the church honored him by putting a stone bench in front of the church with his name on it. We have confidence that our parents are both in heaven celebrating the arms of Jesus, and we will see them again someday.